Hello everyone, this is Dragon Ikari and I welcome you back to the Nexus of Realms. We return to Aetheris because it's time for Final Fantasy XIV patch 7.4, Into the Mists. We are here and it is early, but I actually have been up for a couple of hours now. I got a little bit sidetracked when I first got up. Ended up reading the patch notes, seeing that Gunbreaker got a slew of job changes. I got distracted looking at that. So, and before I do it, it's like, oh yeah, I was going to do this today, wasn't I? I am easily distracted. Anyway. So this morning, we're going to go ahead and tackle the main scenario as well as the normal mode raid. In addition, later tonight, I will be doing the normal raid again with the raid group, since their reactions are always fun, even if I tend to do it beforehand, just because I don't like making people have to wait for me if they don't have to, so, yeah, that's kind of a habit of my own, so that's kind of what I'm aiming to do this morning. Of course, I have other things I'm going to do, but I probably won't stream that stuff because it's not that interesting. Once I get started on crafting work and things like that, I'll probably cut the stream there and we'll return to it this evening. But that's kind of the general gist for this morning, so we're going to go ahead and start that. I got 90K'd a few minutes ago, so I'm sort of just waiting for that to come back up and we can get started. So let's go ahead and just recap real quick here. So 7.3 kind of saw the end of Dawn Trail's main general story, as we thwarted Calyx's attempts to reobtain the key and basically put a stop to his entire plan. As we faced Necron and freed Alexandria of its death-fearing situation. So now we begin the walk towards the next story in Final Fantasy XIV, which will be the 8.0 expansion, whatever that ends up being. So today we're kind of starting off on a X4 patches usually serve two general purposes. Usually there's some side story that either addresses something that wasn't addressed during the efforts of the expansion story, or something else that needs to be handled before we can move on to the next plot thread, basically. In the past, that has ranged from things such as dealing with the Beastmen situation in the Beast Tribe situation in Shadowbringers leading up to Endwalker, or reestablishing some other things that went on. That's how the 7.4 patch is. And usually towards the latter end of the 7.4 patch, we get our first inciting incident that leads up to the expansion stuff that will become more relevant in 7.5. So this always makes the point for... sorry. This always makes the 7.4 patch as kind of an oddity in terms of... They're kind of a lot like the 7.1 patches, where they can't dig too deep into the next part of the story, but something still needs to happen. So it looks like, based on the previews we've seen, this is going to focus pretty heavily on Kryl, as well as another area of the 9th, which we've only seen the 9th in terms of living memory, which was part of the original location where Alexandria was located at, and none of the other countries or other entities surrounding Alexandria. So that's kind of where we're at this stage. So that's where we're going to go ahead and get started here. So let's go ahead and make our way over to and transport ourselves over to Aetheris to begin here. So here we go. Oh, and I forgot to change the name of the window. I'll fix that in a moment. Okay, where is... Stop moving. Ah. Anyway, set some annoyances aside. Where is the game? Oh. I forgot to update this. Okay, hold on. Oh no. Okay, I got kicked again. So I'm trying to figure out why this is not showing. Oh, that is not good. That is not good at all. Hold on. Oh, please don't tell me I need to reset this. Why is this happening now? I guess we're going to have to use the window capture until I can figure out why the game capture isn't working. Okay, I think that will work well enough. And I'll start the game audio as soon as I'm back actually in the game. Starting off a little bit on the rough side this morning, but we'll make it work. I think. Hello, YouTube. My first stream with you guys in ages is not going as planned. After all the trouble I went through testing everything last night, of course nothing is going to work this morning, despite all that testing I did. Of course. I really hope this isn't going to be a continuous issue today. Of course, today would be a... Okay. All right, I think we're back in now. Oh, that is not smooth at all. Hold on. Okay, this is going to keep causing problems if I don't address this now, so... I'm going to have to deactivate the stream temporarily. I'll be right back.